I mean, the whole thing is like, you can be a nerd about anything.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Nerdvana Podcast. It has been it's been a bit. It's been a little bit.
Welcome, guys. I know it's been a bit, but is that a new setup you got? What's going on there?
So
what's happening
houses,
with you?
A big move,
Oh shit!
There's gonna get some art displayed over here, but for right now, it's still a bit of a work in progress. But
hey, it's
gonna be
nice.
planned for today. Yeah, I'm gonna get this hung up, and I'm gonna get another one hung up on the opposite side. It's gonna look nice, but for now, we're just gonna go into it raw.
Man,
but
it's been
a minute.
About 2 months maybe, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been one hell of a summer when it comes to movies. Holy
yeah, I was gonna say summer's
shit,
over
bro.
now.
Yeah, it's practically over. Yeah.
We took like a summer break. Like our last episode, I think was like in May, and we just kind of took a whole summer break.
But don't get us wrong, I've been watching the newest movies. I've got a lot to talk about, and I don't know, I've been feeling quite super lately myself. Quite super.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's get into it. Superman. Holy
James
shit, Gunn's
bro.
first movie into the DCU. Or his version of the DCU. What do you think about it?
I think James Gunn is the GOAT when it comes to superhero movies. I think it was phenomenal. This being the very first intro to James Gunn's, well, I guess technically Peacemaker Season 1, but that's up in the air right now. But this being like the introduction to the DC world, and the fact that we were introduced where everything is already existing. We didn't have his origin story. We didn't have anyone's origin story. We dropped into a pre-existing world, and I feel like James Gunn is just perfect when it comes to that.
I think he pulled off again what he did with the Guardians movies. I don't think people understand. Like Guardians of the Galaxy were nothing like that.
Nothing at all.
And it's insane how he's taken them and has influenced them in pop culture and even in video games. Like the video game versions of them is just straight up James Gunn's version of them. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, if you go back to like early cartoons pre James Gunn,
they were gritty, dark, like not really humorous.
a little bit more serious. Star-Lord did not have anywhere near the edge that Chris Pratt pretty much gave him. It's just kind of crazy that if there's one person I trust with starting from scratch with new characters or like characters that are existing, like, again with what he did with Suicide Squad, like so he's got my full trust when it comes to the DCU. I will admit he does have some tendencies that he does with certain like origin stories and movies, and like getting into Superman, I think he definitely nailed. I guess
the casting. The casting is perfect. David Cornsweet. Bro.
Yeah.
He is Superman. That man is Clark Kent. And then Lois Lane. Who's that? Rachel something? Brosnan?
Yeah, I think that's Rachel. Then, I don't know how to pronounce that. Brosnanan.
And then Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Like those three alone carried the movie. Like it was crazy how well David Cornsweet was able to portray Clark Kent and Superman. Though I will say this movie is literally surprisingly not a lot of Clark Kent himself. I feel like we only get maybe like a couple scenes.
That.
Yeah, I liked it too. Yeah.
I like it like that. Same thing. People say the same thing about the Batman. Like, oh, it's like 90% Batman, 10% Bruce. I'm like, I like
exactly.
More.
That's what the comic books are.
I like. Yeah, I'm not buying a Clark Kent comic or watching a Clark Kent movie. I want to see Superman. But one thing he does really well is he pretty much humanizes Superman, because again, the biggest problem with Zack Snyder's version is he was an outcast. He was an outlier. He was a god figure. Like
he made him a
deity.
Feel
connected. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I'll be the first to say that I do love Henry Cavill's Superman. I actually like Zack Snyder's version of Superman. I like Man of Steel. I like how he is in the the Zack Snyder Justice League.
I feel like
that version.
I feel like Man of Steel kind of aged poorly, especially like now, like looking at this Superman movie. But I do think
because it's not Superman.
Yeah, it's not whatsoever.
It's not accurate at all to who Superman is at all.
Though I will say again, unironically, I still think the way Zack Snyder did Superman in the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League was really done well. So yeah, Henry Cavill, he got done dirty, man. He really got done dirty. Bro. Especially technically his last appearance was that shit Black Adam movie because The Rock thought he was going to take over and be the James Gunn for some fucking God knows what reason. Honestly, the fact that Marvel fired James Gunn was the best thing that honestly could have happened to us. Really, if we would have never gotten Suicide Squad because if they Marvel didn't fire him.
That was such like a very like interesting like plot of events. Like essentially he got fired. Dave Bautista and all the cast were like rooting for him to come back, or they weren't going to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Literally.
And
yeah.
so Marvel pretty much just said like, you know what? Like, all right, they brought him back for, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 after he'd already did Suicide Squad. And then from his time doing Suicide Squad, he landed the role to do this, which is Superman. And not only that, he's been giving... Yeah, he's like the Kevin Feige of this like DC universe. He has complete control. He's got like, it's like more like the Russo brothers is probably a better like example, but he pretty much is going to launch this version of the DC universe. And
yeah, don't get me mistaken. Yeah, Kevin Feige has never really directed a movie himself, right? He's always just been in the background. Whereas, like, again, James Gunn is a movie maker first before anything else. So the fact that we have this guy with all this talent, again, all his movies, I've liked every single James Gunn movie I've seen. Like, I don't think there's really a single bad James Gunn movie.
I think you have to go back. You gotta
go, probably, but you know I'm not going to. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, like I start James Gunn when it comes to like because I think he was a writer long before he was a director.
Yeah, he did.
Like, and he even funny enough, he even wrote for Zack Snyder in some of his movies. But like, you know, he wrote, you know, I think he wrote Dawn of the Dead. He also did that Scooby-Doo movie.
Man, those are golden. Both of the Scooby-Doo movies are golden, man. They're so good.
I still to this day, when he like seeing how he wrote Scooby-Doo, that shit was meant to be rated R.
It was
clearly meant to be rated R.
It was so raunchy for no reason. I loved it as a kid.
But there was so many like jokes that like as an adult I pick up on now, and I'm like, dude, this aged like fine wine.
Fucking perfect,
I think that's kind
of
that's part of the reason why he got in so much trouble is because of those old tweets from like the mid 2000s.
Yeah, it's Twitter. Well. I mean, that's him.
And they were bad, but it's like
he wasn't the only one. That was like the wave of like when all the Twitter, like 10 years of Twitter, all of a sudden got like not leaked, but people started like, you know, the cancel culture. They went for everyone. Yeah, Kevin Hart lost his Oscar host. Yeah, he lost because of that shit.
He lost. Yeah, and I mean, and I think what he said was, you know, the same thing James Gunn says. Like, listen, I already apologized for this shit.
I know, right? Like, what more do you want from me?
I'm not gonna like, like, especially in society now, it's like it's weird that we bring up things that happened like 10 years ago. Like, I'm a completely different person 10 years ago.
I know, right?
I like to think over like 10, 15 years, you kind of change a bit and your taste changes. But I mean, I get it. Like, it's if that offends you, like you're right.
I mean, I get it if it's within like if you said like a few months back, but like again, there is like I don't say a grace period, and depending on how bad it is, but again, 10 plus years, like come on, over a tweet, let's move on.
Yeah, I think actions speak a little bit louder than words. You know what I mean? And I think what he's done with the DCU and he was pretty much helped launch the careers of like Dave Bautista in general. Don't forget, like when Dave Bautista moved from wrestling to acting, he wasn't in anything good. It wasn't until Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, he wasn't really in much.
He started to get into more and more movies. And not only that, let's not forget about Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt was a nobody before Guardians of the Galaxy.
Come on now, he was in Parks and Rec now. Yeah, come on now.
My bad. And he was in that Zero Dark 30 movie for like 10 seconds. But again, he was not a household name leading an entire franchise of the MCU and in Jurassic World.
I know, now my boy's
like,
Mario.
James Gunn helped launch his career too. And listen, I already know Zoe, whatever her, like I forget her last name. The girl who plays Gamora. I know she was already in Avatar.
Oh, yeah, Avatar. She's a phenomenal actor. She's the top paying actress, I think, of all time because of the Avatar and the Marvel movies. Yeah, pretty fire. That shit was in that musical too, right? Ooh, let's not talk about that shit. Fucking.
Yeah, I mean Zoe Saldana.
Saldana.
I mean, it's kind of crazy that I've never seen her like normal. She's always like in heavy prosthetics, I know, right? Or heavy CGI. I forget like what she normally looks like.
But yeah, James. Anyway, yeah, Superman. Let's go back to Superman.
Yeah, back to Superman.
It was crazy how well he gives you this hopeful feeling. Like this movie gives you so much hope, and by the end of it, you genuinely feel so uplifted. By the end of it, it's crazy how well he did it with
I think so. I have some issues with this movie. I think that it is still a good movie. I think I gave it 3.5 stars on Letterboxd. I think I'm still on that. I think I'm still there on it.
I'm closer to 4.
I think that's where I'm at with it. My biggest critique is also one of the big positives. I do like that the movie starts out the way it starts out. I like that we're immediately starting out again because what's Superman's biggest? What's his biggest like fucking thing? Oh, he's just too strong. He's too OP. Like he never loses anything. Like
yeah, literally.
We start off with him getting his ass kicked, which is like totally fine. But one thing I did not really like is that it's pretty much saying like the opening title crawl, I felt like gave us so much information in a very bland way. I feel like they could have, again, I will reference this since I've now watched it. Lord of the Rings is probably the best way to open up a universe with a title like showing us what is going on. The title crawl of Superman, I feel like covers a lot of information, but I think it doesn't really elaborate on. I
liked it though. I think it really. I guess it. Again, it keeps to the bare basics. It was literally 333. So 30 years ago, the first meta-humans like started showing. No. What is it?
It's like 3,000 years, 300 years ago.
300 or 3,000 years ago, the first meta-human showed up. 30 years ago, an alien from Krypton landed. Was it then 3 years ago he started being active, and then 3 days ago he blah blah blah. Then 3 minutes ago he lost his first. I think that last sentence, what was it? Superman lost his first fight. I thought that was a very good impact. I like the title crawl. It kind of reminded me of like Blade Runner in that sense. But I mean, I guess so, yeah. I do understand the whole Lord of the Rings. That would have been seeing it more visually would have definitely been more pleasing. Especially seeing again like the first meta humans coming up would have been cool to see. But I feel like we're definitely going to see that.
I think for me, it's more like he has been Superman for 3 years, so there is no like grace period where like, oh, he's the immature young Superman. Like I always gave that excuse to Henry Cavill because it was clear he's becoming Superman, so he's making a lot of mistakes that are causing lots of people to get hurt. This is like a seasoned, he's been around for 3 long years, and I feel like there are still some things that he do that I'm like, I don't know if Superman would do that. I don't know if that's like Superman's mentality. Like I'm not a huge Superman fan, but there are definitely some things he does where I'm like I don't know if that's really Superman. Superman is like the good guy. He is the like greatest like good person there is in the DCU. He is always about like the right way, this, that. Like
I feel like he stuck pretty well true to himself. Where do you think he
I did really enjoy watching Corn Sweat play that version of Superman. Again, this was clearly taken from All-Star, Superman All-Star.
100% All-Star Superman.
That he said inspired this story. I loved how he forms small relationships with like people that like the hot dog vendor
and the Justice Gang, the hot dog vendor.
Yeah,
oh, man.
I love that he has like these small relationships with civilians. How he's trying to. He almost feels like a normal guy.
I mean, speaking of relationships, I think him. Go continue.
No, I was saying I just feel like he felt like a normal guy that happened to be a superhero, unlike Henry Cavill Superman, who felt like a god.
Like, I don't know this Zack Snyder's like fixation on like I understand like DC is the whole like gods trying to deal with people, where Marvel is people trying to deal with godlike powers, but just Zack Snyder took that shit way too literal. But the human side of and the relationships in the movie, I loved that they have Lois and Clark be already established. I don't want to have her finally, oh, you're Superman. I love that she already knew it. They were already like in like, I guess they were already like, we saw them at a point where the honey phase was over, because the movie kind of began with them like fighting, because the interview, okay, no spoilers, the interview which was in the trailer was pretty much in the beginning, and that kind of like established what was going to go on with them for the rest of the movie.
This kind of conflict in like this fictional country, which to me just feels like a fictional, like, I don't know, you could look at it like Russian Ukraine or like the Syrian civil war. Like
it's more like Palestine, but
like Palestine and Israel. It's clearly just taking a Middle East country, or in this case, I think a Russian country, because the guy was Russian. It kind of felt like Russian Ukraine. I don't know.
It's a mix. It's literally just a mixed bag. They don't want to confuse things. Like the Suicide Squad, it's like a fictional Cuba kind of. Like it's nowhere.
Yeah, so it's just a fictional country conflict where one country's trying to invade another, and Superman just got involved in it, and he got involved in a military conflict and ended the war. But they're saying like, Lois Lane, the reporter, is talking to him, and she's hitting him with some fucking hard questions. Like, so you just did that. You didn't ask for any permission. You didn't like tell the government.
Why did you?
just
Why
didn't-
did you do this for? You are in America. You are in the United States. Why do you do this for the country's sake? Like he gets mad because at the end of the day, what his parents taught him is to do the right thing. All he wanted to do was save lives because people were going to die. So he stopped people from dying. It's that simple to Clark. But again, in the world, it's never that simple. I guess, even though I feel like it should be.
Love his parents in this movie.
Yes.
I feel like
it's not too much of them.
I know, but for the short moment we get, I love them more than we got a whole movie dedicated to them. And Zack Snyder's, Man of Steel. I think the way it's like the I forget the actor's name, but fucking Dances with Wolves, that guy. I forget his name. I'm blanking right now.
Yeah, I don't know his name. Yeah.
I just watching that version of the Kents, it just felt super like
lifeless, sour. Bitter.
Like I love that they were a Southern family. They might be a little too redneck for some audiences, but I kind of like that.
People were like,
they live on the countryside.
It's like,
they live on the country.
Martha had too much of a thick accent, bro. The farmers, what the fuck are we talking about here?
They're country farmers. Like I don't know,
like this soft, like they were so loving to like Clark. Like when he was like about to leave, ooh, I'll get your suit up ready. It's like so cute. Their whole dynamic was adorable, and
you can clearly see, why he became such a good guy. Yeah, why he was.
The fucking speech that his dad gave him fucking made me cry. That shit was fucking beautiful. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, I love that version compared to Kevin Costner's version in Man of Steel, where it's all like you should let them kids die.
Literally, like, you should have let all your classmates fucking drown and die because you could have discovered.
Again, this outcast mentality, this recluse outcast. That is Batman. That is not Superman.
That is not.
Again, that is Superman. The Kents in the comics tell him to embrace his power, to use it as a symbol of hope and good. Whereas Man of Steel, they're like, no, you can't let nobody find out you're Superman or you have superpowers. Again,
literally,
he died. Jonathan Kent dies in the fucking tornado scene because Clark could have saved him, but
again, he's just so sad. It was ridiculous. The road wasn't ready for him or some stupid shit.
Which is like, it's just not Superman. Again, if that's all you know about Superman, that is not him. This is more like Superman.
Yeah, this is Superman.
Watching Jonathan Kent give him that fucking speech, pretty much like, I don't care what you were sent here for or what your purpose was, but the man you become, I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
He felt like a father talking to his son.
Literally.
He felt like a person talking to another person, not like this fucking, you are a god and we must look up to you. Like, he just felt like a dad talking to his son. And his son just so happens to be Superman.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's something that James Gunn did really well, is he humanized the fuck out of Superman.
And where he humanized the fuck out of Superman, I feel like he did quite the good job with the opposite with Nicholas's whole Lex Luthor.
That is by far the best version of Lex Luthor. I don't 100%. Listen, I know 100%. People will reference the Christopher Reeve Superman, that Lex Luthor. Nah, bro. Or the Kevin Spacey Lex Luthor. Nah, bro. It is this fucking guy, man. It is Nicholas Hoult as a, like, I don't know, he's perfect.
1A. That dude, like, again, he really carried, he had this deep-seated hatred the way that Lex Luthor should have. He envies Superman in every single way. He wants to be Superman. No, he hates Superman so much because he keeps reminding him of his own mortality, how weak and how much of an ant he is. And again, the way he talks about Galileo, he's like, he clearly thinks of himself as he's the one that thinks of himself as a god compared to Superman, and that's like the perfect representation.
I mean, the movie's been out for 2 months. Like, we can get into
spoilers.
Like, I mean, it's been out for 2 months. It's on DVD
spoilers?
now.
All
let's just get into it.
If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's a phenomenal movie. You'll probably cry a few times. Please just watch it.
Because I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Because I do want to talk about spoilers. So spoilers, guys. Spoilers. And spoilers. One of the changes, I want to talk about one change I do like that people gave criticism for was with his parents, his Kryptonian parents. I did not expect that at all.
That was interesting because it's so funny with Man of Steel. It spent like the first 20 minutes on Krypton,
which I do think that was dope. That was dope.
Okay, looking back, I actually do like that. I do like that a lot. I do love I love that his parents were considered like outliers in the terms of like they wanted peace and hope.
Exactly,
and they were looked down upon by Zod. Dude, if this Superman was Zod, this version of like again, but in a way, it's almost like his dad is kind of like Zod, which makes it feel weird because so pretty
let's
much
like Spain. Like it's in the beginning of the movie. Superman goes, he gets beaten up, bloody. Krypto helps him, drags him to the Fortress of Solitude, and while he's the robots, he has like a bunch of robots with him. And number 4, I think he's like the main one. They put him on the chair, they heal him, and then I guess it's an agonizing thing. So they play his actual parents. What's his name again?
The message that they left in the pod. The Kal-El, Jor-El.
Jor-El. And man, guess who's Jor-El?
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, bro.
That was the weirdest thing ever, bro.
That in like, Dungeons and Dragons, he'd be making the most random cameos. It's fucking amazing.
Dude, that is gold.
It's them speaking Kryptonian, which I never really thought they had their own language, or I never really knew how it sounded like. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's cool sounding, very cool. But again, it's like only partial because the message got halfway destroyed. So, it's like, oh, we love you, son. You have to be kind to these people. This world needs protection. You have to protect this world, son. All right. And then the message cuts off. But then later on in the movie, Lex Luthor goes, breaks in, kidnaps Krypto, and then they get the message. And then who's able to decode it? Was it the
It's pretty much just him.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much just him, the engineer girl, who's like a actual like symbiotic, like she has like nanotech,
nanotech,
like infused with her actual body. She even says like, I sacrificed my body for like
my humanity,
my humanity,
to stop Superman.
She's able to decrypt it, as well as like, they even mention on like Fox News where the fuck bullshit it is. Like, hundreds of like, languagists and fucking dialects just have like decrypted it, and it's all valid. It's all valid. Pretty much. I mean, you want us like
the first half of the message is you got to protect them, this, but it's because son, these people are weak, all right, they need your guidance. If they want to fight back, just take out their leaders, all right, they need your control. You must spread the seed of Krypton. You must start a fucking harem of women and offspring.
Harem of women was a crazy line. Like that was like, what the fuck?
It's like, again, kind of like in order to, you said the glory of Krypton, you must make sure these people understand the glory of Krypton. So essentially, they sent them there to be a ruler, essentially, of the Earth, like a version.
So much.
I would say a version of. I think it might be a little jab to Zack Snyder, because I feel like that's what Zack Snyder's Superman was supposed. The way he viewed Superman and he acted is like as if his parents sent him there to be a dictator, a fucking world leader and shit.
His father literally says in Man of Steel, like, he'll be a god to them.
Literally, yeah.
And I just feel like that is more of like the plot and character of like Zod. Like that is what Zod would say to Superman. Like, go rule this fucking land. And it just feels.
These speeches are simple-minded. Their speeches are like very far behind compared to us.
In a sense, it bothered me, but in a sense, it didn't, because I thought like, listen, that's kind of cool. Because
I like
that
the
kind of
twist.
means it's the same thing with clearly inspired by, but it's the same thing with Goku and Dragon Ball, where he is sent to that planet clearly to destroy it, and when his fucking brother says like, oh, you should have destroyed this whole place already, and we should have did it. It's so cool that the intention of a child can be to destroy or to tame, but he's so good-natured, and that you could take it with like the whole Brightburn approach, where it's like, well, what if he didn't have good parents? And what if he didn't do this? But it's like he got lucky that he landed on a farm with the Kents. But I think that was always like built into this version of Superman. I think he was always destined to be a good guy. I think because it's in him. And that's why I love his father's speech. Pretty much says like, it doesn't matter what your parents sent you here for.
Literally,
like you have always the choices you made have made you to the man you are, and I am proud of the man you are.
I like the twist. Yeah, people were acting as if that's like not like it happened in the comics a few times. Of course, that's not the staple Superman parent typically, but I like the twist. It doesn't matter. James Gunn knows what he's doing. I don't know what the hell. His
parents are not the Jor-Els and the Lon-Vor-Els. It's the Kents. The Kents are his parents.
James Gunn really wants Superman to be human. That is the whole point. Yes. So I don't think he's gonna focus too much. I think the Kryptonian shit is gonna be focused more on Supergirl. That shit was fucking dope. I definitely think the Kryptonian, and they're gonna explore that way more with Supergirl than with Clark Kent, I think. Which I, again, prefer, because this is, a definitely different perspective.
I loved how at the end of the movie, he's now being like worked on by the robots, and they're like, oh, play a video of his parents.
He loves that.
Instead of playing the L's, that he's playing now the Kents. The home videos, like him running and like for the first time. And it's like, it clearly shows you what James Gunn is trying to show you. It's that his real parents were never the Jor-Els, which is what Zack Snyder clearly forgot because his father kept showing up. His real biological father kept showing up the entire time in the movie.
More than his real father.
Parents, his real parents are the Kents. They raised him. They taught him to be the man he was. Like, those are his parents.
I honestly, I had a smile throughout this entire movie. Honestly, from start to end. Even the side cast, the Justice Gang, Mr. Terrific, bro. Mr. Terrific, bro. What the fuck?
Can you take back what you said now?
I
remember. I got receipts.
Whoa.
I got receipts. I remember you said that motherfucker looks stupid. I remember you said he looks stupid. Because is he not cool as fuck? Listen, I remember the Justice League animated show, and Mr. Terrific was dope as fuck.
Yeah.
He had endless aura, and now he has endless aura in this. Like,
I love it even more that it was the actor was the same one from the original X-Men First Class. They did him dirty on that, so he got a little redemption thing with this.
Eddie Gathegi, I think his name is. I'm gonna butcher it, but yeah,
he might be like dead as like the second or third best character in this movie. Honestly, his character was really. Chronologically, I think he is the smartest. I think he's smarter than Batman, or the same level, or smarter than Lex Luthor. So like he's like one of like the most craziest smart people, and it's pretty dope how he also took the lead, and he kind of resembled Batman in the sense of the Justice Gang, where he was talking about he tracks everyone. Superman gets kidnapped by Lex Luthor, and the way he found Lex Luthor is because he put fucking tracker nanobites
in his bloodstream.
And he says, "Oh yeah, I do that to everyone." And fucking Hawk Girl and Guy Gardner, fucking Green Lantern, just look at him like, "What the fuck?" Like it's really dope.
Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner is so fucking cool.
My haircut is what?
I love seeing a Lantern that clearly is just not the ideal person, but still has the best interest in mind.
And I love it's such a James Gunn thing to do for that to be the first Green Lantern we come across. Like that is so fucking funny. It is really dope.
I did enjoy that Mr. Terrific again. He is kind of like the equivalent to like, I guess in the sense of like Marvel, he's the equivalent to like not Vision really, more like Shuri or like the really smart one of the group, like the brains of the group. Like Mr. Terrific in the Justice League animated series, he was that version. He was like the brains.
Technically, I would say he was Cyborg before. Again, they kind of replaced him with a Cyborg because Cyborg was with the Teen Titans, but then they kind of like Mr. Terrific kind of fell out of popularity, so they replaced him with Cyborg essentially.
Hopefully, I mean, they're talking about making possibly a spin-off series of him. I mean, like, I'd be interested in watching it. Maybe, I do think that we do have a bad problem as a society of saying, "Oh, you like that side character? Let's make him a main character." I think the
timeline what we have, what James Gunn has given us, is good enough. Let's stick to that. We don't need he is terrific, but we don't need a show for every fucking character. Remember, they wanted a show for fucking
just good.
Yeah, like no, please, let's not do that. But Hawk Girl as well. Hawk Girl, I fucked with Hawk Girl. No,
she was okay.
Come on now, you don't like Dina, Isabel.
I felt like she was by far like the most irrelevant person out of the entire Justice Gang. I feel like Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner and Mr. Terrific, they both made a huge impact. I kind of forgot Hawk Girl was even there. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, fair, but at the same time, you gotta also keep in mind this is a lot of cast, a lot of like Lex Luthor himself had like 3 or 4 side characters with him, and he's the bad guy. So it's like. James Gunn does good with balancing a lot of characters, and I think
the reason I wanted to get into spoilers, I need your opinion. What do you think about them? So, and by the end of the fight, there's this character named Ultraman who is wearing a suit with a mask, and by the end of the he takes the mask off, and it's a clone of Superman.
It's Bizarro,
It's Bizarro. That's how he was able to get into Superman's Fortress of Solitude because he has his DNA.
Because we didn't know how they got in.
Yeah, and it's like, what do you think about them kind of like wasting Bizarro? Because like Bizarro kind of falls into a black hole. I mean, I know it's like there's a whole pocket dimension and shit that we really haven't gotten into, but he kind of falls into a fucking black hole, and it's like, I kind of love the idea of Bizarro, and I kind of sucks that he's kind of, I hope somehow he's definitely out there.
Okay, the fact that he's all accounts a Superman clone, he's going to get out of that black hole. But the thing is with Bizarro is people forgetting how Bizarro looks like. He looks all warped, disjointed, all fucked up, like a Frankenstein.
Like Frankenstein, yeah.
So I feel like him falling out the black hole and getting out of it, he's gonna resemble more of the comic book look of Bizarro. There's definitely not the last time we're gonna see him. I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool that like I do find it odd. Again, some people are pretty upset that Crypto isn't his dog; it's Supergirl's dog.
I love
He was,
that.
like, watching it.
I like that fact.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, as someone who's not a huge Superman comic book reader, it doesn't bother me. Some people that it bothers them a lot. But like, what do you think of like Supergirl being a drunken like mess of a person? Because people clearly do not realize that it's comic book Supergirl. They're kind of used to the CW version of Supergirl, who is just female Superman.
Don't get me
and
started
it's
with
like
the CW.
they don't
that shit show.
they don't understand that that's a pretty
Fuck.
common trend in Supergirl comics for her to be kind of like a drunken,
Especially
like,
the
kind of
one
out there.
the one he's basing it on is called Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and I'm definitely going to read it. And okay, well, spoilers, end of the movie, Supergirl shows up to pick up Crypto, and again she
Like
shows
1
up
minute,
drunk.
like-
1 minute, but again, it's the girl from what's her name?
House of
House of
Dragons.
Dragons. She's
Millie Alcock. Is her
Millie
name.
Alcock.
Yeah.
So she shows up drunk, blah blah blah, and then she takes Crypto to go off, which is Supergirl is the next big DC movie coming out after Superman, July, June. That looks good. That movie is going to be based on a Supergirl, and people seem to forget that Supergirl Clark was an infant. He doesn't know fucking Crypto. What's it?
Krypton.
Krypton. He doesn't know Krypton. I was blanking on. He doesn't know Krypton, but she does. She was a teenager. She saw that shit happening. She saw her entire world and life before her eyes fucking
Like
shatter,
it makes
blow,
total sense.
explode. So she has trauma. And sometimes what do people do with trauma? It's not the best way. It's not the best outlet. No.
It's so cool because she clearly goes to other solar systems that have red suns to kind of dampen her like power so that she can get drunk, because if they just do it in a yellow sun,
it doesn't
she
work.
can't get drunk.
Yeah.
So it's cool as fuck that she's kind of like stumbling in and shit. Like,
So it's like they're gonna explore her trauma. They're gonna explore her her probably maybe her PTSD. It's gonna be like a kind of Odyssey type thing because it's going to take place all in space. But at the same time, again, the planets she does end up going to, like the red sun planets, are technically like more like on the medieval side of things. So we're literally might even see some of the cool sword fighting and shit in the movie. And Lobo's in it.
I cannot wait, dude.
Lobo,
by
bro.
Jason Momoa,
Fucking
bro.
Jason Momoa.
You know what's so funny? He literally said when he went to interview for the DCU, he thought was the character he wanted to play was Lobo.
Yeah,
and he ended up getting casted as Aquaman, and now he gets to play as Lobo. Like it's so funny how like us as DC fans have gotten to have our cake and eat it too. It's kind of crazy that like we're kind of getting what we want in a sense of like.
I like that. It's like no one
in
gives
Marvel,
a fuck.
it doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
it doesn't work that way in Marvel. If you're Spider-Man, you're Spider-Man. If you're Iron Man, you're Iron Man. He's getting to play Lobo, which is what people think he looks more like anyway. And it's like, I'm hyped as fuck, dude. That's gonna be sick.
I
like,
do wonder.
If you don't know who Lobo is, like,
but is he gonna be a PG-13 movie? Or is it gonna be a rated R movie? Because Lobo is Lobo. The fact is like he is a fighter, but to a point of brutality. Like when you fight,
he's
like,
a bounty hunter.
Yeah, essentially
he's
it's like Wolverine.
Like
he gets himself ripped apart. He gets his head blown off because technically with his. What is it with his species? Only his own species could kill him. So he decided to kill he genocided his own species. So he's the only one of his kind left. So technically he's like immortal. So he's like Wolverine, a space Wolverine bounty hunter that smokes a lot and has like a fucking Harley Davidson fucking space bike. It goes fucking stupid,
cool.
bro. It goes fucking stupid.
He's so cool, bro. Like if you don't know about Lobo, bro, look into Lobo. He is one of the coolest characters in the DCU, which again, I'm so happy we're exploring these other characters in the DCU. The DCU is so much bigger than just Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. It's so much bigger than that.
Yeah.
Like Batman in Intent does have the best characters in the DCU, but there are still cool ass characters that you can explore.
Like James Gunn is a master at just making obscure characters into these like in-depth. I mean, fucking again, I go back to it again. I love Superman, but I still prefer the Suicide Squad, which is poster right there. But like the fact that he made Bloodsport, I hope we see Bloodsport again, bro. Polka Dot Man, come on now. That's your mom. Like, come on, that shit is like fucking fire. Like
the Rat King
again. Like, I really hope we see them again. I hope we might get them in season 2 of Peacemaker. I'm hoping we see one of them at least again.
That's what I love about James Gunn. Back to the Guardians, he made an irrelevant group of people that nobody knew about into like mainstream media that everyone knows them now. That's what he's great at.
Mr. Terrific.
Clearly a fan.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, he's clearly a fan. He clearly enjoys what he does, and that's the kind of person I want leading the DCU.
Oh.
And I'm not gonna lie. There is another thing we have to tackle. If there's a Superman, there has to be a Batman, and that leads us to the thing of like the Matt Reeves Batman.
What do you think about that? Because people say people are very fighting tooth and nail to get Robert Pattinson's Matt Reeves Batman into James Gunn. No, right?
I don't want that.
Me neither.
I don't want that at all.
Me neither.
I don't want that at all. The world that they have set up for that Batman should stay in that world. I don't think it can work, man.
James Gunn and Matt Reeves are brilliant writers, so could they fit it in? I can see them fitting it in, yes. But again, I'm a Batman fan. Maybe that's just the Batman fan in me talking. But I want two different Batmans. I want to see Matt Reeves. I want to see Robert Pattinson doing his Court of Owls, doing his darkest Victor Zsasz shit. But then I also want to see like Injustice, a Batman Incorporated or Batman and Robin kind of like Batman in the James Gunn. I just want more Batmans. What's wrong with having more Batmans? Especially if they're both well written.
Have you seen some of the casting rumors for the new Batman for James Gunn?
I've seen a lot.
The biggest two right now is it's gonna be Brandon Sklenar, who has gotten into some crazy shape recently, and everyone's speculating that he's getting in shape for a new role, Batman. And the other one is the guy who plays Jack Reacher.
Yeah, Jack Reacher. That dude.
That's been the one that people, Alan Richardson, and I think personally, like, I don't like that casting. Honestly, I know he fits the physicality of Batman because someone was saying someone was telling me like, oh, he's too jacked to be Batman. I'm like, have you fucking seen Batman?
Well,
like,
Batman
I don't think it could be like, there's different versions of Batman, and some of them are fucking jacked.
I'd say most are honestly fucking jacked. Yeah. So that's not the problem.
I have no problem with a fucking 6'4", fucking 260-pound dude playing Batman.
I think it's
no
his
problem
age.
with that.
I think it's his age.
He is getting. I also just don't. He's too like. He's too quippy. When I hear him, I just hear like he's too like okay, listen. I'm not saying he couldn't do it because clearly Robert Pattinson proved you could just fucking do it. But
Robert Pattinson is a different kind of breed. But yeah,
I just don't think he has the level of acting, and I feel like he's almost in like again watching him in Reacher. He has like this certain cadence to him when he talks that he clearly uses to talk in every role that he's in, and I just don't see it. I just see again the whole like hype. Like, he's not like has that dark grittiness to him. Again, clearly, you could always pull that off with acting. I just don't think he's that level of actor.
I think they need to be a similar age because again, he's dead ass almost like 12 years older. So David Cornsweet, he's not even that old. He's like 32 years old. He's not old at all.
I think he's 30. I think he's 32. Even younger than that.
He's 32.
Oh, 32?
Yeah, 93.
Brandon Sklenar, I think low key. People keep saying no because he has a mustache, but if he clean shaven, I mean, shave the mustache, he's there. Like I don't know, like. He's gotten into some crazy shape, and even looking at some of the fan casting of like some of like the the images, the AI images, I could fucking see it.
Me personally, I've never seen any of his projects, but at the same time, I'm open to. I want this Batman to be completely unexpected for me. Like, give me someone I've never seen of his work, so fuck it. If he's a good actor and everyone's saying, again, people are saying it, so he must be decent at least, right? So I'm putting my faith in that.
The biggest projects he's been in, again, would be he's been in some Western like 1923.
The Handsmaid.
It's called The Housemaid. He's been in Midway. Again, nothing super big, but like I don't really mind that. I don't mind that he hasn't been in anything huge because again, that just leaves us more like our expectations are just out there. It's like he could be anything, He's been in some big roles, but again, he ain't been Batman. Once you're Batman, there's no going back. And he's around the same age as like Robert Pattinson. Like I could see it. Like people keep saying no because of he. I mean, I could see it.
I'm open to something. I want something complete. I want a stark difference between the two Batmans. And I think again the way they're going with this one, I think they technically announced. It might be Batman Incorporated or Batman and Robin. So they're definitely going to have this Batman be somewhat established. I want to see Robin, but which Robin? That's the thing. You got to pick. Do you want the
we had
now?
This conversation before.
Yeah. Do you want
Damian Wayne or?
We're most likely
going to start from scratch.
No. Again, maybe it's me. I genuinely think we should start with Tim Drake. But then that's my favorite. Like my favorite character. I get it. One of my favorite comic book characters. But I think at least with that we can have a Red Hood movie with all three Robins. Nightwing, we can have Nightwing, we can have Tim Drake, Red Robin, and then we can have the Red Hood. And within like, if we have one established Batman movie, we can have the second one be the Red Hood movie, I believe.
I would love personally, like, I think the reason people start off with Damian Wayne is because it leaves room for, I mean, Tim Drake always just gets left out. That's just, besides the Batman video games, which is like, again, not what,
that's
what you said, not at all. It's not Tim Drake at all. Like, that pretty much is what, like, the only representation we have of that version of Robin. I think that's the reason why people skip to Damian Wayne is because you can do the Red Hood. I like Nightwing. I love Dick Grayson as Nightwing. I love him way more as Nightwing than I do as fucking Robin.
Exactly, you like him way more as Nightwing. So we should have Nightwing already established. We should have the Red Hood. We should have the memorial with Jason Todd being dead, and then we should have the first movie again having Batman and having Tim Drake discover who Batman is, because he's the only Robin that discovered who Batman is because he's the smartest one of them all. So we can have that as that, and then again have the next movie set up to be the Red Hood. I think the Red Hood movie, we need to see a Red Hood related movie. I think that would go fucking
the animated
stupid.
series, the animated movie is like one of the best Batman movies of all time. Period.
The comic book, the original comic book is one of the best comic books.
Yeah, and it's crazy because people were actually thinking the guy who voiced the Red Hood, the guy who plays Soldier Boy, which I just don't see it because he's
way
already
too old
tied
now.
with Soldier Boy. And he's but people want him to play Batman, and it's like
Batman,
the guy from Supernatural. They wanted to play Batman.
Yeah, okay.
The guy from Supernatural, I'm forgetting his name. It's Jack. Jack.
I don't see him as
Jensen Ackles. People want to see him as Batman.
Again, David Cornsweet himself. He had a few projects.
Years old.
Yeah, he had a few projects, but in the grand scheme of things, his biggest project was Twisters, and that was in 2024. So we need a younger actor that we don't know that well, but is clearly a talented, amazing guy. Again, James Gunn's casting has been on point ever since fucking Scooby-Doo, in my opinion. The way he fucking cast them was perfect. The way he casted the Suicide Squad was perfect. The way he casted this was perfect. I think that the way he casted Supergirl was fucking phenomenal. I think the Supergirl casting alone is like, how the fuck do you get that accurate?
You cannot tell me that Matthew Lillard is not Shaggy, bro. That is Shaggy. Matthew Lillard is Shaggy, bro. That is the Shaggy. Scooby-Doo.
Man, fuck it. Even Jimmy Olsen was a perfect cast. The way that dude was cast was fucking dope. That fucking the whole weekend, fucking he had to sacrifice his whole weekend, bro.
He's like a womanizer. Yeah, that's funny as fuck. I think whatever version he decides to go with, I think I would love to just see. The memes are going around that like whoever's gonna play Nightwing is cooked, because everyone's saying that like Nightwing is like
that was my question. Like even like my thinking with Tim Drake, I do not know who do you even think could do Nightwing?
There was an Asian actor that I love the casting of. He's been in like one project.
Okay.
And it was like a Netflix original. I forget the actor's name. He was like I could just see it. Like I could see it. I could see like I could see it. Like, because again, they're saying people. It's a joke on TikTok that whoever plays Nightwing is cooked because Nightwing is hot.
Exactly.
As fuck.
Like that's the perfect casting.
Saying, like he is a chiseled, like hot white boy.
But you know why, right?
Eyes. Like, why is that?
His fan base is kind of leaning more towards the girl side. That's fucking why him and fucking Red Hood have a shocking, big amount of fangirls over that shit. They have.
I mean, I get it. I definitely think the version we got of him in Titans is not at all what I think of when I think of him. I think like
from what I heard, that's dog shit.
People just throwing out fucking names, like people saying like fucking obvious, like I don't know. People just throw out names.
Yeah,
but I want like a
No,
it has to be a nobody. It has to be like someone who's young, up and coming. I want a person that is like kind of in the way Tom Holland got cast as Spider-Man. I want someone who is like naturally athletic or athletic looking to play Nightwing. Just because he is a gymnast, he is an actual like a circus performer.
Again, the actor, the actor needs to know how to do like a backflip or two. Like, come on now, that's like a criteria.
Like he is like the way he fights, and I know I'm getting a little fanboy here. But the way he fights again, it's like a circus performer. He's doing fucking backflips and jumping up and doing fucking like he was a circus performer. The Flying Graysons, like come on, bro.
Graysons.
Like, people just throwing out again.
I mean, of course, the one that probably would have been good, but again, maybe aged out. Aaron Taylor Johnson, younger him, maybe. But again, like every actor I think of, they low-key grew out of the fucking thing. What's his name? The guy from Maze Runner.
Yeah, Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah, exactly. He's too old
Logan
for it
Lerman,
now.
too old for it now.
Literally Logan as well, I think would have been a great casting. But again, at this point, give us someone new. That's it. There's
Yeah,
clearly
you could throw someone who's like in their 20s or something would be awesome. But again, like that's the DCU. You know, Marvel's got their own things brewing. You know, Fantastic Four dropped. Like that was like their big release.
Oh
of
yeah,
summer.
Fantastic Four was a good one too. Fantastic.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate how colorful superhero movies are now? I just want to point that out real quick. That was one thing that James Gunn Superman and Fantastic Four had that I genuinely loved. Is that they are bright, colorful movies.
They have a lot of
they
have a few things you'd be surprising and they have in common. They have a lot in common. Fantastic Four was a big surprise for me. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's the best Fantastic Four movie. No shit.
Really?
Like, dead ass. I'm gonna be real with you.
Really?
It's good.
Really?
I don't think you understand.
The 2006 one has a soft spot in my heart.
It has a soft spot in my heart too, but you don't understand that fucking Silver Surfer chase in the second act. The second act of the movie is fucking fire. But okay, first, Pedro Pascal is in it. Oh my goodness, that man is in every fucking thing. But
his anxiety.
let me get all touchy, but
yeah,
but he's cool. But I fuck with Pedro Pascal. The whole Pedro Pascal fatigue is dumb to me because like there's been plenty of actors from like us growing up that were in like 6-7 movies a year, but he's in like 2 or 3 projects and people are saying they've seen too much of him.
People will say that, but then watch a movie with The Rock in it. Like,
exactly.
I just don't fucking care. Like Pedro Pascal's a good actor.
Yeah, I will say that in this movie, they show his brain power more than his fucking stretching power. I'm not gonna lie to you. He does not use that as much as you would think he would. He is more like sitting in a chair, mathematical. This is definitely a Susan Storm movie. She really has the heart and soul of it. He's really good.
What'd you think of Johnny Storm?
I was gonna. Johnny Storm is my favorite. No, he's again. I mean, it's hard to fuck up Johnny Storm. I mean, even Michael B. Jordan's shit. Johnny Storm was the best part of Fantastic Four, but he was really good. I like the dynamic, even though people say that the dynamic between him and the Thing was too chill. I guess because in the comic books they go more for each other's throat, but the Thing, he got probably the least amount of time. But I honestly fucked with his version of the Thing. It kind of delves deep into his story, like his sadness and like him being lonely and his like romance, like barely. Again, he gets the least out of them all. But Johnny Storm, what's his name? The guy from fucking Eddie from
Eddie from Stranger Things. Yeah.
And
also in Warfare.
Yeah. Josh Quinn?
Yeah, Joseph Quinn, I think.
Joseph
Quinn.
Joseph Quinn. Yeah,
Quinn.
He's really good. Johnny Storm. I fuck with it. He has a subplot. Again, the other ones were like Chris Evans. Johnny Storm was definitely far more of a womanizer, but he wasn't really the smart. And he felt like, the younger brother of Sue Storm. Whereas this version of Johnny, I think he has his role in the Fantastic Four. He earned his spot there. He is actually smart. He actually does shit that actually helps them a great deal. He has the subplot with him and Silver Surfer, which is really dope. Where he like, well, I guess I'll get to the
female
spoilers.
Silver Surfer.
Yeah, female Silver.
Female.
It's not. It's actually in the comic book. She's the wife of the main guy, Silver Surfer. So she we'll probably still see the main Silver Surfer. I forgot what his original name was, but we'll probably see him soon. But she's also in Weapons, the main actress in Weapons. She killed it in Silver Surfer. She really, her line delivery, like I herald his beginning, I herald your end. Like that shit was fucking dope.
I was gonna ask you, what do you think of Galactus? He's played by Ralph Innocence, who played obviously
the Green Knight, bro,
and the Witch.
His fucking voice, it felt like the Green Knight in this role. I'm not gonna. That's why I love it. I was hoping, I was curious of what they were gonna do with him, but they literally just let his voice be his voice. So it's literally like this ominous. Again, the tonal shift changes. So this movie is very, very different. It's like the 60s sci-fi fantasy futuristic aesthetic. So it's very different compared to all the other Marvel movies. It's on its own separate Earth. Fantastic Four are the only heroes on that planet. So, that shit is
different
so
dimension.
Good. Yeah, different dimension. They're somehow going to, play a part in. They are going to show up in Avengers Doomsday somehow. Some way.
What do you think of that?
I'm not sure about that. Unironically, I think the last 3 Marvel movies I watched in theaters were fairly decent. Keep in mind, I avoided a lot. I did not watch. What was it? Captain America, the New World,
Brave New World.
World. I haven't watched Thunderbolts, though I've heard good things about Thunderbolts. I will say that I have heard really decent. So we might have to watch that one.
Have you seen them set photos of Spider-Man Brand New Day? What do you think
That
about
looks
that?
good. It's
Yeah.
crazy the amount of practicality of him swinging. They literally have like a whole like fucking web swing suit. Though I am concerned that I feel like we're seeing too much. I'm gonna start avoiding it because we got like first day sets, second day sets, third day sets. I'm beginning to piece together the story now. Like what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know how I feel about. I think they jumped the shark
With what?
Spider-Man.
With the new one or the last movie? I think they did with the last movie. I just think
with the last movie they jumped the shark. Like they fucking cataclysmic fucking tearing the universe, the multiverse, like bringing all the Spider-Man into it. Like now we're gonna go back down to just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. We're going back down to like a smaller.
You don't think that's a good
story?
idea?
Like,
I think that's a good idea. I mean, I feel like
no,
the only
but
good
it's the
thing
same Spider-Man though. I don't know if I like that.
But the whole thing about No Way Home is that it was a cataclysmic event that tore Peter Parker down. He is nobody. He is living in a broke apartment. He is where, again, the beginning of the fucking Spider-Man PS4. He's in a broke apartment. He is where where we all know Peter to be. I think the first 3 movies were his origins, which I feel like I appreciate it more. I like it more that way.
You say 3 movies, I say like 5 or 6 because he shows up in all the Avengers movies. So it's like we piece together his story through a lot, and I just feel like we did all of that just to get to where we should have just started with him. Like I don't know.
That is fair.
I don't know if I like that because again, Tom Holland is not gonna get any younger, which I don't mind. But it's like we're gonna have like how many Spider-Man movies with him in it? Like fucking 6, 7. Like I feel like we positioned ourselves for maybe a new Spider-Man or maybe something else. I feel like he has his whole like Tom
Holland got a good 10 years left of him in that. He's not even 30 yet, man. He could be. I mean, he has talked about wanting to pass the torch to Miles Morales, but I don't think we're gonna get Miles Morales anytime soon, especially with Across the Spider-Verse shit. But
we might.
I mean, I get the fact that you said 3 movies, but I think the way this Spider-Man story has unfolded, he has the most depth to him than all the other Spider-Mans now because of this shit.
I'm not gonna say that he doesn't. I'm just saying that we could have started here and then worked our way up to No Way Home rather than doing all this shit, the fucking Thanos snapped, all this interdimensional shit, and now we're back to square one.
I'm looking forward to him dealing with the depression of him being a nobody now, and like him hitting rock bottom. I think it opens up the gate for more shit. But I get it. Yeah, I mean, I understand. It should have probably been where we started.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan.
I still think
the way it's kind of crazy, but
I mean, all in all, I still think the way the MCU handles Spider-Man is far better than they would have done with Thor or fucking
it's Sony. Sony. Let's not give full credit to Marvel. It's Sony and Marvel coming together, so it's still Sony's property.
What are the Sony only properties? Morbin Time? Okay, Morbin Time, Kraven the Hunter, Madam Web, Venom. All right, yes, Sony. It was fucking Marvel. Let's be real here. It's fucking Marvel, bro.
Madam Web's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. I don't know what you're talking about. Morbius really touched me in my soul with Jared Leto. You know what's crazy with Spider-Man is the main villain's going to be, I think, Scorpion. Like they really are choosing like surface level Spider-Man villains that are going to be in the movie. Like I don't know how I feel about that either. I want to see Green Goblin. Like what is taking so long for us to get Green Goblin?
I think we're going to, but that's the about it. We got Green Goblin and No Way Home, so we're probably gonna get. We're gonna get him. We're getting him. Okay, we're getting him. But just like how Fantastic Four, we got Doomsday. It's gonna be an end credit scene. It's gonna be Norman Osborn. Hey, I'm Norman Osborn, and then you see him with the fucking waves, the fucking white boy waves and shit.
Yeah, he got that shit on. Yeah, he got that shit on. Listen, man,
it's gonna be an end credit thing, I think.
That's why I genuinely don't like No Way Home. All they did was nostalgia bait us for fucking 2 hours, and like low key when you think about it, the movie really doesn't have that much substance to it.
Oh yeah, it's
giving
like
9 out of 10s, 8 out of 10s. I'm like, brother, come on. Even when I love Toby. I love Andrew.
When I first initially watched it, I was like, it's good, but like, especially now looking back at it, I feel like it aged fairly badly. It didn't really age. The first half of the movie is not good. It's just the first half of the movie is you're waiting for the Spider-Mans to show up, and then the Spider-Man show up, and it's cool, but then it's literally like you said, just remember berries and fan service, which again, amazing, dope. Not the best Spider-Man movie. Not the best.
I mean, it was cool they were able to do that, honestly. Like, I think with what they did was cool. I would love for DCUs maybe maybe get a multiverse. Henry Cavill, maybe
Fuck, I don't know.
I mean,
that.
listen, from what we have from the DCU, it isn't because people are always saying that DC comics suck because the DC movies have sucked, but like clearly you haven't just read a comic book. But
No,
with the
that is just
DC
fucking
movies,
stupid.
there still are good ones. Like even if you're not, it's kind of unfair though because if you're not including Batman, you're not left with much. Like if we were to name off like 5 good DC movies, it'd be hard. Like
You think
not
so?
including,
I don't think so.
Not including Batman is hard.
But what do you mean
in
not
my
including
opinion,
Batman? Like you mean every Batman movie? Like if you exclude all Batman movies from the DC roster, or you mean
That's mostly what we've been getting though. Like that's the best thing that's come out of DC movies have been the Batman ones. The Dark Knight trilogy, the Batman with Robert Pattinson were all great. And
Yeah, they
even
were,
the Michael
100%.
Keaton ones were good. It's
Yeah.
like DC's so much bigger than just Batman. And it's like it's kind of sucks that like we don't really have that many good ones. Like Aquaman was fun, but it wasn't like great. It was not a masterpiece.
Really, I
It's
thought
fun,
it was fairly. I
It's
think it's
fun.
tough. Yeah, it's okay. It's
I
not
think it's
like a
good.
masterpiece. I mean, that's why James Gunn's line Clayface. Again, James Gunn said that he does not want the movies to be a Marvel effect where they all feel the same. He says Superman is going to be vastly different tonally than Supergirl, and Clayface, which is also a movie that's going to come out in 2026,
Interesting.
is going to be a straight up horror. Like again, so James Gunn is saying he's letting the directors show their style. So we're gonna get lots of nice treats for this fucking upcoming few years when it comes to DC.
With Marvel, what is the next movie that comes out with Marvel? Because Fantastic Four was it for them. The next Marvel movie is Spider-Man. It's 2020. It's 26. It's next year, July 31st. That has to be the next one, right?
No, I thought it was Doomsday. Isn't that
No,
Doomsday
Doomsday's
already?
after. Doomsday's after that.
Doomsday's
I think
after.
Doomsday is after that, which people are hyped for that. I think the release date hasn't been announced, but Spider-Man Brand New Day has been announced.
Oh yeah, it's other than like shows like Ironheart, Eyes of Wakanda, Wonder Man, and Marvel Zombies. So the next movie is going to be Spider-Man.
Yeah, you see Ironheart?
No.
Can we just talk about something real quick? I just want to mention this, and I did not watch
shit.
it. You did not watch it. None of you watched it. 'Cause
Yeah.
nobody watched it.
Yeah, let's
But
be real here.
One thing I want to bring up is they fucking pulled out of all the shows, of all the characters that you could include Mephisto in. You decided to do Ironheart.
One of the biggest, most impactful characters of Marvel.
The devil himself.
The devil himself. You fucking put in an Ironheart, man. It's like, I mean, I guess I get the whole. Again, I didn't watch the show, but maybe they were trying to go as the stark contrast because Ironheart, you think of Tony Stark, you think of science and math. You don't expect magic and like hell and wizardry and shit like that. So adding Mephisto, I guess, is like a bam surprise. It's definitely a shock, I guess. I mean, no one fucking expected it.
Mephisto needs to show up in only 2 properties, and that is either
Strange.
Wanda or
Yeah.
or Doctor Strange
Yeah.
or fucking Ghost Rider, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why is he an Ironheart of all things, and why is Sacha Baron Cohen playing him of all people? Like, I just feel like
People say he did
Borat,
good, but yeah, I don't know. I think of him as
Borat,
Bruno.
bro. Borat, Bruno, come on, dude. That's gonna be Mephisto. I love Sacha Baron Cohen, but no. Like I think when comedians do play serious characters, they really show their range. But I just like he's the devil.
He's
Like,
the devil, man.
I don't know. I don't buy it. But when it comes to like
Fair
movies
enough.
this year, like we've been pretty spoiled. Like Weapons also came out. That was a huge one.
Weapons
That
was
was the
really
one
good.
that was the notorious one where Jordan Peele pretty much fired his agency team because they lost the bidding war for
Hey,
that movie.
fuck it. Thank God he ain't get it because the director of The Barbarian got it. Oh, he also wrote it, but like I liked it. It was very well done. It's like if you guys have seen Prisoners by Denis Villeneuve, it's kind of like Prisoners but more grotesque, but also at the same time a comedy. It's crazy how
Yeah,
I
you
ended
keep
up
saying it's a
laughing.
comedy.
It's funny. It's in the best way possible. It's funny. It's like this dark humor, like shit that shouldn't be funny is funny, but then at the same time he has this good contrast of when it gets serious, it gets really serious because what he talks about and what the movie's about is very serious and real world problems. He has a good reflection of like making it
See
into
them
like a
kids go missing in
metaphor.
you seen them kids go missing in Virginia?
Nah, but I know Popeyes has some new chicken sandwiches. That's all I know about. That's all I fucking know. Popeyes, more chicken sandwiches coming up. More kids, interesting, but yeah, it's
fucking 80 kids go missing, and then this movie comes out like a week before that happens, bro.
But this is
kids,
this movie is like, again, this movie is definitely dope. It's a fuck ton of characters, so like a lot of different perspectives. It's grotesque, it's funny, it kind of really sad at some point, but I'm looking forward to more of it.
Because Zach Kreger, like I watched The Barbarian, and like when I remember The Barbarian, low-key lost me in the last half of the movie.
Yeah,
but like Weapons is like an overall. Would you say it's overall good from start to finish?
It's all rounds way better, and it's like I hate to say, but it's also better than Longlegs. People comparing it to Longlegs, and Longlegs has this thing. They're both different movies. Again, Longlegs is not a comedy. But
that's coming from a Nicolas Cage film.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
it's a Nicolas Cage fan right here, and he's saying,
But like, again, overall, this was definitely a better experience. The movie, like the experience, like everyone it's funny. Like the theater was laughing. The experience was great overall. I can't wait to see more of his work. The kid actor in this movie was really good as well. He has like a good chunk of the movie dedicated to him, and he carried.
Talking about the druggie, like the skinny one, that's like the druggie.
Oh no, that's the guy from Euphoria. He's also good, but I'm talking about the kid.
Because I like that one, and I also like that, the message of the movie, like you said, it's a very real world problem.
It's an allegory of schools. Yeah, it's school shootings. Yeah. It's definitely that. It's like, again, a whole class went missing, just a single class, not different kids from different parts of the school. A whole class goes missing except for two, one student and one teacher. And then, it goes with the teacher dealing with the grief of losing her students, needing to find a reason what happened, who's the culprit of this. It's again, but now it's like, it's more like a better
and these kids have parents. One of them being Josh Brolin. His kid, and where is his kid?
Where's his kid? Obsessive.
Very, like,
yeah, exactly.
Like you said, it's a very real it's a very good metaphor for like what real parents are facing right now with like school shootings becoming like more and more of a regular thing. And it's I think I love when movies can do something so different from what they're like referencing. But
exactly
that's what they're referencing.
Yeah,
like it's in the end of the day, it's a bunch of kids who just got up in the middle of the night and just fucking. Ran out of the fucking.
At 2:15 a.m., they all just somehow disappeared. I will say that Longlegs did do better when it comes to the mystery aspect of it. This movie kind of makes you feel like it's a mystery, but then the mystery kind of isn't a mystery anymore. Faster than I thought it would be.
I heard like people found out what was going on. Like, I heard that the reveal was kind of disappointing. A lot of people were disappointed by the reveal. They thought it was going to be something different. Because even hearing Zach Kreger talk about the movie, he clearly came up with an idea. How cool would it be for a classroom to go missing? And he clearly started there, and then he wrote the entire movie, and then he remembered, like, oh shit, I have to like give an actual answer for this question.
I definitely did not expect him to go the way he went with it. I didn't think it was going to be that, because like he kind of had like a thing that was like foreshadowing to a point where it was like blatantly obvious and then when he did it, it's like, oh wow, that's kind of funny. I didn't expect it, but I will say again, Barbarian kind of lost me at the third act. I don't know why that movie felt like he didn't know what he was doing until the end. At least with this movie, it was more concise. Everything about it was just better. The sound design, the score, the cinematography, the way the camera moves was fucking amazing too.
If anything, if not, that twist leads to an amazing ending.
Yeah,
an amazing ending.
That ending was fucking. That ending scene, bro, amazing. Fucking phenomenal. Definitely watch.
Probably will be the most iconic shot in the entire film, easily. If you don't remember the movie, you'll remember that shot.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's overall been a great year for like movies and video games. Like, I think we've been spoiled more this year than we have since 2018.
For a good hot minute, yeah.
Like it hasn't. And I think people need to temper their expectations for next year. Even though next year we're possibly gonna get GTA 6 or fucking Doomsday. Like, it's crazy that this year it's still not over yet. We still have like big titles coming. Like,
yeah,
Battlefield 6 looks insane. Like Battlefield 6 looks.
Have you touched the beta yet for that?
See, can I tell you something?
What?
I'm not a huge beta person because first of all, I love hearing the feedback. I love hearing that the feedback is good, both from like COD players and from OG Battlefield people. The combat is sort of, they found like this more of happy medium leaning towards Battlefield, but there's like this 30% for COD fans that I feel like helps people get into it more.
Okay.
I love seeing those reviews, but I'm not a huge beta guy. I want to jump into this fucking game when it comes out, and I don't want to ruin that sauce, that magic mystic. I want to I want
Yeah.
to experience that on the actual launch of the game. I don't want to burn myself out on it because TikTok brain, like I suffer from it too sometimes. I don't want to get bored of the game and then not want to play it anymore. Like I want to play it all when it comes out. I don't mind because it's gonna get my money. I'm not gonna pre-order it, but I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, I guess I got a few problems with it, but at the end of the day, EA is getting their shit together in a sense that they retracted a lot of the 2049 shit. Like a lot of that shit is not even in here anymore, which is like, thank you. No one fucking wanted that in the first place. So they're definitely going back to like the Battlefield 4-ish. But it's more like, again, it's beta, so it's gonna be messy. All my complaints don't really matter. Hopefully by the time it comes out, rent is due.
Landlord's knocking. They're locking the fuck in.
Yeah, they could not. This game they can't afford this. They can't afford it to bomb. They can't.
Yeah, and from what I've been able to see with it, it looks fantastic. I love that this year's still not even over yet. First of all, the fact that it's coming out alongside fucking Call of Duty Black Ops 7, which looks stupid.
Like
the Black Ops 7. Like I genuinely. People don't understand that COD has been so ruined, so oversaturated with the fucking skins and shit. Like it's becoming Fortnite now. And
I'm done with COD. Like I'm genuinely don't think I'll ever touch it. I'm like it's so just not fun anymore. It's such a shell of what it used to be. These skins are getting to a point where it's literally again Fortnite. It's at this point it's more close to Fortnite than it is to what our original COD used to be. There's no joy in it for me.
The only reason I even touched Black Ops 6 because it was free. I had Game Pass.
Oh yeah, Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, literally.
So it was free at the time, so I played it, and I just think that, if you just go back and play Modern Warfare 1 or Modern Warfare 2, the OG ones, even if you go back and play Modern Warfare 1, the remaster, like the remake that came out, like I feel like they were going in such a great direction, and then they just kind of got taken over by like brand deals with celebrities, like celebrity skins from other games, and it's just like they clearly have just been overconsumed by like just saturation and like these stupid fucking like and I'm not saying COD hasn't always been about skins. Like remember when skins of the guns was something cool? Like Black Ops 2 had some iconic skins on the gun that you had to grind and earn, and some were DLC, but they were DLC. And I just feel like that was the way to do it. And now with the whole battle pass system and the whole Warzone thing, I mean it's too far gone now. It's not even
beyond lost, and that's why people I just don't understand why people keep expecting. Like I'm tired of seeing it. I don't want to see it anymore. Like COD should just be fucking.
It's done, dude. I feel like there's no going back. Yeah. I think that's why I love that Battlefield's coming out when it is coming out, because it's coming out for people who are just tired of it. They want something different.
No, Battlefield is definitely they brought back the destruction. That's what I think I missed most. Like you can finally shoot fucking buildings down. Holy shit. And it's like individual wall pieces as well. Destructibility is such a satisfying thing in those games.
Yeah, it's so cool to me though that we still have, Mafia: The Old Country did come out. I haven't played it, but it's getting, decent reviews. It's actually this thing that I wanted to talk about. The only reason I want to bring it up is because it's $50.
Yeah,
and it's an 11 to 12 hour game, and that's bothering a lot of people.
I've heard a lot of people complain about this game. Yeah, saying it's not that good.
It should be open world. It should be open world.
It should be 100 hours of overly bloated, saturated, boring shit, because that's the only way, I guess, somehow you keep to get your money's worth. Even though I guess a well-crafted story isn't. A well-crafted story doesn't do it for people apparently, which is so odd to me.
I've heard nothing but great things about the story.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing great things about the acting. But everyone's saying, I just wish it was open world.
We can't even swim. The swimming animation's not even that good. Literally a TikTok video I saw, I was like, what the fuck? A swimming animation? Like, come on. Sometimes it's about storytelling, guys. Fucking what, Hellblade? The gameplay ain't really there, but hey, fuck it. It's still an amazing story. Most walking simulators are amazing stories.
And they're asking for less than what games were worth, 5 years ago, which was $59.99.
Yeah.
They're asking for $49.99, which is $50. So they're asking $20 less than most games now. And these are the same fucking people that'll get Madden every year or NBA 2K every year and drop fucking $100 and $200 just to make their characters good, and then say, "Oh, $50, $50 for just fucking 10 hours of good gameplay and good quality story." Nah, fuck out of here. It's just
they need brain dead content. They're just zombies, so they can just go into the zombie state and not think and just do that shit. Yeah, it sucks.
I just think that this year has been a great example of like what video games can be. Like, I'll be honest, the last open world game that I actually sunk my teeth into and actually dropped a lot of hours into was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. but that is an outlier. That is
Yeah,
not
surely
that is not your typical open world game. There was so much effort and love put into that open world game that's why I felt compelled to explore everything. Most open world games are just an endless. Again, it's as wide as an ocean, but as depth as a fucking
as
puddle.
a puddle, literally. Fucking again, that's unfortunately most of the Assassin's Creed Shadows, like most of them shits are like that. Though I will say, Ghost of Yoitai, I'm definitely going to put some out. I'm gonna put a few hours in that one, definitely.
You have like genuinely 5 or 6 games that can compete for Game of the Year.
Yeah,
and each one of them deserve it.
And 2 or 3 of them aren't even out yet. That's the craziest part. Ghost of Yoitai, Metal Gear Solid, and I guess Donkey Kong Bonanza is already out.
Bonanza, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly, that as well.
A
lot of people love it. Not me, but a lot of people love it.
Nintendo. You can't forget Nintendo, and also Borderlands 4 is still coming out.
Borderlands 4,
there are some really great quality games that are still yet to come out. Like I'm super excited for Ghost of Yoitai. I'm super excited for Metal Gear Solid Snake
Death
Eater.
Stranding 2. And ironically, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion was really, really well received. So they definitely might also win some awards.
It's just crazy that like we're getting all this great content this year, and yet people still find themselves glued to like just the same shit every year. Like I don't think people understand, like when they say like, oh, there's nothing to play. It's like, have you looked at your library lately? Have you looked at like the store lately? Like the fact that we had games like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Expedition 33 and Dune the Dark Ages,
33,
like all of that coming out in like the same time frame is like we're not gonna get another year like this for a while.
Look, people like being in their comfort zone, and people don't understand that how limiting that is. Just because you look at something and you don't like recognize it, like Clair Obscur, turn-based, Expedition 33, turn-based. What? Why would you want to do turn-based? That's dumb. Just try it out. Try something new. Even though you might initially be like dismissive about it, re-fucking thinking. All right, there's so much good games, so many amazing stories that you're missing out on simply because it's kind of foreign to you. Like just let it go.
You also can't forget the best co-op game of the entire year, Split Fiction, which is fucking fantastic. Me and my girlfriend Sarah have been playing the fuck out of that. Like that game in and of itself, you're getting your money's worth. It's longer than It Takes Two, and It Takes Two won Game of the Year. Don't forget that. Like this company won. They already have a Game of the Year trophy in their fucking case. Like this year for video games is like I don't know, dude. I'm Elden Ring, Night Rain, like
fucking bangers after bangers after bangers.
Yeah, it's insane because I don't think we're gonna get something like this for a while now, and it's like
not for games. For movies, we're getting spoiled, but for games. What is
also, we didn't even mention for games, we have this other like thing in the closet that is slowly peeking its head out and is going to snatch us out from our fucking beds, and that is the whole Game Licensing and Privacy Act and age verification
censorship.
And censorship.
The fucking age-old fucking discussion that's the thing, right? That thing initially started as it's sensible.
It's a smokescreen. Yeah. This is what people don't fucking understand. Look at me real quick. Get the camera close. Listen.
Get it close.
People don't understand that these fucking people, these credit card companies, these banking companies like Visa, MasterCard, they know you don't want the rape games or the fucking really abusive games on Steam or whatever. So yeah, we'll abandon those games. We'll ban those games off the market. Yeah. But it's they already got their claws in us now. You don't understand. When does it stop? Have you not seen Civil War? When does it stop? When you start controlling people, it doesn't stop.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean?
Stop,
now you love GTA 6. You might not be able to fucking play GTA 6 unless you give us your fucking ID information, social security number over the phone. Like, dude, it's insane. Like,
it really used to be
asking
the internet. You were able to go with anonymity. You cannot know who you are. But now it seems like we're going into the age of the internet where you literally need your social security just to fucking log into Wi-Fi. I feel like you're gonna head to that fucking eventually. It's fucking insane.
Like, people don't understand the slippery slope we are on right now. It's already been implemented in the UK. It's already in effect in the UK.
No. UK's fucked. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. Sorry guys.
They're cooked.
Y'all cooked. Y'all are cooked, man. You are.
You need to give your ID to even make a Spotify account? Like what?
Spotify? Fuck, bro.
Why do you need to see my fucking ID and know where I live and know just so I can fucking play music? Like people, they're doing it for security and to protect children from the bad things on the internet. Listen, I don't want to be this fucking guy and be this old school person, but you know what does that better than anything?
Parenting.
Parenting. Oh, my fucking bad. My bad for being.
Hey, don't say that too loud.
That?
Don't say that too loud.
Who said that? Like, oh, God forbid you actually are a parent and take care of your kids, and actually you can avoid all of that. It's like.
It really
I understand
is so avoidable.
It's all just fucking fugazi, fucking.
It's
ooblah,
control. It's all
diarrhea.
It's control.
They're saying, "Oh, we're doing it to
aspect.
protect your children. We're doing it to protect your children from seeing porn and all these bad things on the internet." No, they're not. Get the fuck out of here. They're doing it so they can take all our information, sell it to ad people, selling it to other companies. Like, it's the same shit they've been doing all the time. And people will go on fucking anonymous mode on their fucking, their private browser on fucking their Apple iPhone and think like, oh, now I'm secure. It's like, no, you're not. Like, I am definitely more ignorant and oblivious and happy of the fact like my information is probably getting spread around to ad people and they're targeting me with
They're
ads.
just finally getting this shit sold. It's whatever.
But it's like, dude, I'm not gonna give you a picture of my ID like I'm applying for a fucking job just so I can fucking watch Spotify, just so I can play a video game. Like I'm trying to give you again.
It's all about control. They want They want to control every aspect of you, so they can also at the same time monetize every aspect of you. It's about money. It's fucked. Well, I think that whole net neutrality thing kind of is finally catching up to us. I think I'm gonna be real with you, man.
It's crazy.
It's creeping up slowly but surely, man.
People don't
Slowly
understand
but surely.
that the slippery slope that companies, they know people are gonna say yes.
Yeah.
When we say shit like, oh, we don't want the fucking abusive, sexually assaulting games on Steam.
Obviously,
of course, nobody's gonna fucking object to that.
No.
And they know that, but they've already got their claws sunk into us now. So now it's like, well, shouldn't we also get some of these games that enact violence on women, like GTA 6 and GTA 5?
Yeah,
and
literally.
Shouldn't, technically you could shoot women in this game, like you can abuse women in this game. So now it's like they're slowly starting to get rid of shit. Like I thought the MSRP, like of rated E for everyone, T for teens, and M for mature.
Sure.
I thought that already was doing its job and saying like, listen, this is a rated M game
not
for
good.
mature
Not
audiences.
good enough. No, because that allows the children to still get it though. They want it off the shelves. They don't want you to buy it at all. They don't want it to exist, my guy.
I just think
GTA being rated R and being on the shelves is too much for them. They don't want it to be on the shelves in the first place. That's the fucking problem.
The problem with this is you start to get a monopoly, and they get to decide what games get created. They get to decide what games get pushed forward, and like that's where we're gonna end up at. If you keep letting it happen, we're gonna get to a point where these companies and these credit card companies and these banking companies are gonna be like, listen, we don't like this game because it doesn't fit our agenda, so you're not gonna be allowed to fucking make it or publish it. And it's just like, art is about freedom. It is the most free expression that you have. And the fact that they are trying to censor it shows that it has a big effect. Have you not read Fahrenheit 141 or whatever whatever the fuck it's called, where they're burning the books and shit, and like they're trying to get rid of literature and art? Like, people don't understand that
art is the most important aspect of a human culture, in my opinion. It really is. Like, it holds us together, it immortalizes us, it shows what humanity can be, what humanity should be, or what humanity can end up being. Again, it's this freedom that you can have if the government and other other systems wants to control that. You can't have.
I remember
that's fucking fascism.
Like watching old interviews of like Marilyn Manson, of all fucking people, people were telling him like they're trying to censor music and shit like that, and he's like, art is a freedom of expression.
Literally,
like, the fact that the government is trying to censor it shows how important it actually is. The fact that they're trying to limit what you can see is again another form of control. It's a form of brainwashing the youth. Like, I'm not brainwashing anybody. I'm just simply writing rock and roll songs.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that they are trying to censor everything just shows that they are trying to limit what people can express and what people can take in. And it's like, you have that issue with video games, and then you have the whole side of like the stop killing games movement, where it's like, hey, listen, I paid money for this. Listen, we're just gonna wrap up with this. Like, I paid money for a video game. That's my game, right? What the fuck, it's not. Like, you're paying for the privilege to play our video game.
I don't know, Gianni. My fucking 7 years at Blizzard thinks that's a good idea. I've worked 7 years at Blizzard, okay? That is a stupid idea. If the companies want to be able to take away the games, they should be able to do that, because that makes sense. Because Blizzard told me to. All right, it makes sense.
I love that we now live in a day and age where someone who looks so smart can eventually be exposed for being so fucking stupid and so belligerent.
He's always so
Like, I
fucking
love
full of himself. Fucking Pirate Software is the one we're talking about. If anyone doesn't know who that fucking
this.
idiot
And listen,
is.
we're late to this party, but
little
it's still
bitch
relevant
me, yeah.
because more and more shit is still coming out about the whole situation. And listen, I don't really give a fuck about Pirate Software. I don't need to stack on top of him because he's losing subscribers by the hundreds of thousands by the fucking day.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to pile on with him. What I will say is this: if you're wrong, and someone proves you to be wrong, just say you were wrong.
You're fucking wrong, my guy. Yeah, literally.
Just say you were wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't have to go on some fucking therapist YouTuber's fucking live stream and have him dissect you and pretty much tell you that you have a problem with you're pretty much a borderline sociopath and that you're a narcissist.
Yeah, he's
and
a
that you low key cannot handle anybody telling you that you're wrong, and you cannot handle not being the center of attention. Like, dude, chill. Like,
the
okay,
fuck
like,
out, bro.
Like, the whole stop killing games movement is super important for like everybody. The fact that video games now, like, again, we are starting to adopt more of a like physical media. Like, I love physical media.
Go physical.
And for movies,
everyone go physical.
For movies, it's still there, but for video games, it's hard. It's hard to justify physical media for newer games. I will say that for newer games, it's hard because a lot of them, even though they are physical, you have an actual physical disc. It's hoopla. It's nothing. It's just a fucking key pass to play a fucking game. And it's like, if I boot up my PS3 and I put in Bad Company 2, I'll be able to play Bad Company 2. I might not be able to play the fucking multiplayer, but I'll still be able to play the single player. I'll still be able to play some of the co-op modes. But for other games, like, for example, the one they're bringing up is The Crew, which, granted, it's not a great game, but it serves a great purpose of showing that, listen, I paid money for this game. And I put the game into the PlayStation, and now it says, you can no longer play this game now because the servers are shut down. It's like, what the, like, I still paid money for this.
Yeah.
And people are going to say, like, oh, well, the game's old now. But, like, who are you to decide if it's old? Again, it's a very slippery slope of, like, if you let them get away with it, they're going to just it's going to get worse. Like,
again, you gotta just go physical.
It's already happening with the NBA 2K games. If you want to play NBA 2K 23 or 22, those servers are shut down. You can't play those fucking games anymore. Like, it's like this game that's only 2 years old is now shut down and irrelevant. It's like, we're like, what are we doing here? Like, video games are supposed to be for like forever. Like, I can still go back and revisit my childhood video games. Back then, physical media was the only form of media that we had. So it's like, with movies
I've got my
and shit,
collection
like,
of old childhood games. I think that's the best way to do it, especially this future, this digital age. Again, movies, we have the Criterion Collection. They're really heading onto physical media. But when it comes to video games, we really hit the opposite direction where they are really running away from that. The fucking collector's editions that cost hundreds of dollars don't even come with a physical copy of games anymore. So you really have to...
Or they don't come with the game at all.
Or at all, exactly. Fucking Borderlands 4. So, like, again, yeah. So it's like... That's why I'm like, I can't say that I am or not for it, but it's like, if we don't own the games, then... Technically, is it pirating then? You know, it's like, I could understand that with the fucking emulations and all that. But at the end of the day, again, nothing beats physical. That will, end of the day, they have to fucking go fucking through your doorsteps to take that away from you. Whereas everything online, again, I love Steam. Steam is dope. I have a fuck ton of games on Steam so gone. But like,
they're now starting to remove games that were part of my childhood. Like, Bad Company 2 is now gone from Steam.
Yeah, but I mean, end of the day, like saying, like, worst case scenario, Steam just drops off from the face of the earth. Our games are gone. Every single one of those things are gone. That's one like downside about it. So it's like, I want to own some things. I'm fine with not owning a lot of stuff when it comes to like the video games. I've, again, fuck ton of on Steam, 211. I'm fine with not owning those, but at the end of the day, if I want to fucking go and buy Death Stranding 2, it shouldn't be this fucking hard to go out and buy Death Stranding 2. It really shouldn't. A physical copy. It really should not be.
I think what bothers me the most is that I could pay money for a game, and now when you're talking about games like, again, Nintendo Switch 2, Mario Kart, World is like $79.99. It's like $80 or $90 now. It's $89.99 for like an actual physical disc, and it's worthless because, again, if in 3, 5, 7 years now they start to shut down servers, like, that is key pass to play the game.
Key pass is gone.
It really bothers me because a lot of people their defense, Nintendo fans will always die on this hill of saying, like, listen, all game companies do that. It's not just Nintendo. And I think they're missing the fucking point of saying like, just because one group decides to do something bad, and then the rest of the groups do something bad, means that this group is okay with it. It's like, listen,
it really is such a
Xbox
backwards thinking. I guess we talked about the Nintendrones and everything, and it's like we talked about them, and then they all their arguments and counterpoints was, well, PlayStation did this, well, Xbox did this. Okay, great points. What does that have to do with fucking Nintendo's predatory ass fucking behavior? They're all fucking doing predatory shit. I get that, but we're allowed to criticize. We should criticize. We should point out what was wrong.
I just think because all groups do something similar, and then one group does something that's similar, but it's to a more higher extreme, doesn't make them any less like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think like biggest point I made in that last episode was, again, gaming is now more of a luxury, and I think that more goes for physical media in general. Is more of a luxury now. I think that video gaming was looked back then as a luxury still with the prices of consoles, but with the prices of games being like $89.99, like opening that Hell's Gate, Microsoft stepped back because they were saying we might do that, and they clearly saw the backlash and they stepped back on that now.
Yeah.
And it's like, where is the line at? Like I get like the whole tariffs. That's complete bullshit. That's complete
fucking
bullshit excuses.
shit.
They're doing it because they can do it.
Nintendo is raising the Switch One's prices. This game console that came out 7, 8 years ago, it's $50 more. So if you want to get this first Switch, you have to pay not only the retail price when it first originally came. $50 on top of that. That includes the fucking Switch with OLED and all that other shit. It's like,
it's insane to me that you're gonna pay more for something that is an inferior technology to what is already out now. It really does bother me because I think they're also looking at raising the price of Switch 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're looking at raising the prices of like everything. Like, where does it end? Like,
where does it end?
Imagine, like, for people that are trying to understand, imagine if like the PS4 just went up in price. Like, brand new PS4 went up in price $50. That's pretty much the equivalent of what they're doing with the Nintendo Switch 1. It's like I don't get it, man.
Yeah,
like,
PlayStation 5 drops, and then 2 months later they raise the fucking PS
I understand the defense of like Nintendo fans. They love their media. They love their Smash. They love Mario. I get it, bro. Like, listen, I'm not a Nintendo guy. I'm a PlayStation guy. But like, I get loving your shit and loving your media, but
Nintendo's definitely goated. But again, at some point there's a line we need to draw. Again, your love for Nintendo should not be an excuse for them to be doing this. Again, when it comes to like 10 years down the road, when you want to go to like those nice old video game shops, you can't even buy Nintendo Switch 2 things because it's a fucking key pass. So it's like, it's a sad world, man.
I think people are missing the whole point. Is like, again, we can vote with our wallets. We are the consumers. I think people really don't believe in that enough. I think they don't realize if they just don't buy anything, companies won't listen. I think that, again, video games have shown that. Like, a great example is Battlefront 2. When it came out, it was terrible. And then the fans voted with their wallets, stock shares plummeted, and then Disney went, wait, what the fuck's going on? They stepped in, and then they fixed the fucking game. Same thing with Sonic the Hedgehog is a great example.
Yeah, Sonic 2.
That original design of Sonic was terrible. And the fans knew that. Yeah. And they were panicking, like, wait a minute, this movie might fucking suck. And like, now they have like 3 or 4 fucking movies of a successful franchise. It's
all fairly good too, yeah.
It's crazy when you listen to the fans, like, good things come of it, but people only listen if there's money involved.
Companies, again, corporations.
When the money goes this way, the fucking ears perk up with the big business people. Like, wait, what's going on? Because again, people that are actually like making the shit would love to make it the way that it should be. But that's not the people that make those decisions. It's the people above them and above those people decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just think with video gaming now, it sucks more than ever because less and less media is becoming owned by them. It's not owned by us. We're now given a privilege. People are saying like, oh, you don't really own these games. Like, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And again, Microsoft, we rave about you in one video, and in the next video, you lay off like 1,000 employees or some crazy fucking number like that.
Oh, yeah, that did happen, didn't it? We were giving them props for finally, like, oh, wow, Microsoft stepping up, finally doing some good shit, and then they lay off like 900 people.
You get rid of Rare, and you also fucking cancel projects like of some great fucking video games that were in development. Like, I just don't understand, like, what is like up the ass of some of these fucking creators and some of these companies. Like, it really, really, really sucks to be like a game developer. Like, it must suck ass. Like, because you really will work on a game, put your heart and soul into it. It's your passion project, and then a company just comes and snaps their fingers, and now you and 999 other people gone
with the
from
wind.
the company.
Yeah, it's fucking
and it's
crazy.
just like, this doesn't get talked about enough because I guess game developers aren't held to the same standard. Like, I don't fucking movie directors or writers, and it's like we're gonna get a strike, dude.
I mean, at the end of the day, the again, video game industry brings in the most money. Again, Avengers might make $1 billion, but at the end of the day, the video game industry pulls in the most money. So
GTA 5,
yeah, GTA 5,
the highest selling media of all time is a video game. So it's like,
but yeah.
you know, all in all, like I feel like the future is bright for video gaming, even though there are some demons in the closet that bring their ugly fucking heads that we have to keep them in check.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, like there's a lot to look forward to. I mean, we as a channel and as a podcast, we have a lot to look forward to as well. Like we've been taking a long break, but now, I mean, I've moved the whole fucking place, so it's like
you're getting ready.
You know, we've got some stuff in store for you guys.
We've got some few plans. Again, video games is up in the air, but hey, I'm excited for this movies. Again, next year, movies coming out. Movie watch-alongs. We're probably gonna do a movie night again soon. That's gonna be exciting. Some more guests, maybe, perhaps. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. We might have a guest. We might have a guest in the next episode.
Yeah.
We got some things brewing for you guys.
So if you guys made it this far, thanks. The Nerdvana Podcast, on YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, all that jazz, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace out, guys. Take care.